Hello, my name is Matt Russell. I'm an FX Power Course instructor here at FXCM. I want to welcome everybody to the Daily FX Walkthrough. Going to get started in just a moment. What I'm going to do tonight is go through the latest technical report by Jamie Setley at dailyfx.com. So let's go ahead and pull up DailyFX, and usually the first thing I do when I get there is scroll down to click on Jamie's report. So let's see what he has to say. The clearest pattern remains the pound dollar, which is bullish above 67.89. The objective is above 76.29. So let's scroll down, see what he has to say about the euro. The same thing as yesterday. If you read or listen to yesterday's report, which is located just above on the post just above this one, this is the best count at the current juncture. Nothing has really changed in terms of the ABC correction. It's just a matter of where that B bottom ends up taking place. So I'm going to review that once we get to the charts, and also the dollar yen remaining below 103 keeps the bearish trend intact. The alternate count gives scope to a push above 103.05. And I will also review the dollar yen, as that's what we have been focusing on in these reports as well, once I bring up the charts. And here's the pound dollar. To review, the rally from 67.75 is an impulse. This morning that I wrote, a drop below 71.28 would not negate the bullish structure. The pound dollar dipped below 71.28 and tested the 61.8 of the rally from 67.89. A bottom ideally forms before 67.89. So let's go ahead and pull up the chart, and the first chart is actually the pound dollar. As Jamie said, that's the clearest count that he sees right now, and we can see exactly what he was speaking about, a perfect touch of that 61.8. So for some short-term traders out there, you might hold a slight bullish bias against that 61.8 moving forward. Again, in Jamie's analysis, he calls for a low forming below this low, which again is 67 in the 67.90 area. So that's something you could do in terms of short-term, but again, with short-term analysis, you have to be able to abandon it right away, and I'd exit right away on a close on the hourly beneath the low of the Fibonacci test. So moving forward now to the euro dollar. Again, as Jamie was mentioning, let me change the style of chart here so we can see this better. We can see that there was a low spike, this candle right here, and prices have held above the low of that low, above the low of this candle, which was formed on 10/11 with today's or yesterday's trading, excuse me. So what I would also do here, although Jamie says the ABC correction can still be in play if prices do take out that 32.75 low. I might maintain a bullish bias the same way with the 61.8 level on the pound, a slight bullish bias against this low over here. Again, that's that 10/11 low of, let me get that exact print for you at home, 32.57, excuse me. So that's the low on that candle, and that's maybe what we can do moving forward here. So let me go back to the candlestick charts and now finally bring up the dollar yen. And again, this is what we have been focusing on. Jamie has called the decline, called the subsequent correction, called the decline again after the correction, the resumption of the overall trend, and has also called this minor corrective rally that's going on right now. So prices are heading up towards that 103 area. Again, the most bearish count keeps the dollar yen below 103.05, 103.10 area. But again, this is something that I would focus on in terms of looking at Jamie's reports in each and every day to see where this top might form. And again, what I was saying is that I kind of favor a slight break maybe above that 103 area. Ideally, prices come up to 103 and that contains them right there. But we should allow for a little spike through. And again, this is a general resistance area. I'd call it the 103 to 104 area. But this could be a longer term trade. There could be a lot of pips in here. We're talking maybe 1,000 pips in terms of, Jamie's very bearish on the dollar yen on the longer term. So this is something, again, that we should focus on every day and try to get that good entry. And also, as I mentioned yesterday, you might wait for the 5 p.m. You might wait for 5 p.m. for the daily candle to close, so you have that extra confirmation. Doing that, obviously, you're going to have a wider stop. But again, our limits are going to be much further down to compensate for that added risk. Again, my name is Matt Russell. I'm an FX Power Course instructor here at FXCM. Thanks for listening.